Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome back to Let's Play King's Quest V on NES. In the last episode, we went to the Dark Forest, and we got a few things taken care of over there before we headed back to the town and took care of even more stuff. Now it's time to finally go in the inn. When you do, just walk up to the counter. You'll automatically talk to the innkeeper. You'll find out that the inn is full, and then that there are no more rooms. Unfortunately, the innkeeper and his little buddy there are really shifty. His little buddy thinks you're a real troublemaker. Innkeeper tells him to rub you out. Whack. Now, if you did not save the mouse, you die here. You will not be able to escape the rope, and the innkeeper basically kills you. But because you did save the mouse frees you from the rope and tells you he would repay your kindness when you saved him from that horrible cat. He then gets back into the little mouse hole, and you are free to move around. Grab the rope before you do anything else. And then go to your inventory, go to the cobbler's hammer. A cobbler would normally use this to make shoes. And use the cobbler's hammer on the lock on the door, otherwise you will not be able to get out. Graham will pound on the lock until it breaks apart, and from here, you want to go to the cupboard and open it with the hand command. You'll look in this cupboard and find a leg of lamb. Move to the left a little bit, and grab the little brown loaf on the lowest shelf. You may have to center your cursor a little bit before you can grab it. Graham will take the leg of lamb, and from there, head to the left. You're out of here. If you head to the right from the cupboard room, you will die. And when you make it back outside, the door will be relocked. And that pops up if you move down after you make your way back outside. Do not go back to the inn again unless you have a death wish. You must get the rope, break the lock, and get the leg of lamb before you leave. Because if you don't do any of those things, if you don't get the rope or the leg of lamb, you will make the game unwinnable. Anyway, it's time to head back to the path just south of Crispin's house and finally get rid of that snake. What you need to do is go to the inventory, select the tambourine, and use it on the snake. The snake will slither away, and you can finally take the path to the east. This leads to the mountains. I suggest saving your game at this point. Here we are on the first screen of the mountains. Before you do anything else, go to your inventory and select the cloak. You will need this to keep yourself from freezing to death after a couple of screens. From here, just make your way up and to the right. Be careful not to fall off. I'm pretty sure there's a pit there, but I don't want to risk it. And from here, we need to use the inventory and select the rope. Use the rope on this rock outcropping right here. If you use it on the branch to the left and you try to climb the rope while it's connected to the branch, you will die. Also, the game will tell you if you're getting hungry. This is where we go to the inventory, use the leg of lamb, and use it on Graham. We eat half of the leg of lamb and save the other half for later. When you're ready to climb up, select the hand command on the menu and use it on the rope. Do not walk up to the rope. If you do, you will walk off the edge and you will die. Now it's time to cross these little platforms here, these little columns. If you haven't saved your game, do it now. because this can be pretty easy to mess up if you don't know what you're doing. Select the hand icon on the menu and cross the upper row of columns. Just position the cursor carefully and you should be able to make it. Go to the rightmost column and then get Graham onto the other side. If you hit the two lower columns and stand on those, they will break and you will die. On the next screen, Cedric will be kidnapped by a wolf. If you go down that hill on your own 2 feet, you will die. That's why you go to the inventory and use the sled. Once you go down the hill, the sled will break. As soon as you make it to the bottom, you won't be able to use it anymore. From here, go right. Be careful not to fall off the edge. There's the cave, but there is also an eagle crying out for help. Don't go into that cave yet, otherwise you will make the game basically unwinnable. Instead, talk to the eagle first. When King Graham talks to the eagle, you'll find out that the eagle is so weak from hunger from being unable to catch any food for days. The eagle is in very dire need of food, so what we need to do is go to the inventory and select the leg of lamb again. From here, use it on the eagle. Judging by that music, the eagle is obviously going to take that leg of lamb and eat it. The eagle thanks you for the leg of lamb, and, well, in the case of this screen, more than likely you'll probably let him start because you forgot all about him. I did on the practice run. But anyway, once the eagle thanks you, the eagle says he won't forget what you've done, and I'm pretty sure that he will help you out later. If anything can be learned from this game, help an animal, they help you back eventually. Anyway, by going into the cave, you will meet up with Queen Isabella. She tells you to kneel before her, and King Graham does. And Queen Isabella has been kind of offended that you have went through her territory without her permission. She sticks the wolves on you, who, if you don't stop them, will put you in a cage. Go to the inventory, select the harp, and use it on Graham. Graham will play the harp, and you will stop the wolves from coming at you. Queen Isabella has a slight change of heart after you play music from the harp, and she gives you a shot at freedom. But you have to do something for her in order to go free. A vicious yeti has entered the area and has taken residence in a nearby cave. The queen has been unable to get rid of the yeti, and she wants you to do it. If we do it, we'll be able to go free. We are now allowed to rise, and then we can go after the yeti. Thankfully, Queen Isabella gives us an escort in the form of Sir Greywolf. Sir Greywolf will lead the way, and you will automatically exit the cave. From here, you're going to have to take the path to the north and enter that cave. Again, be careful not to fall off the edge of the path. You can walk behind that column there at the beginning, by the way. Also, I tend to hug the left-hand wall on the way in. As soon as you get into the cave, go to the inventory and select the custard pie. When the Yeti shows up, use it on the Yeti. I don't know how you're supposed to figure this out other than by trial and error. That is a really weird puzzle solution. Once you get rid of the Yeti, go back to the inventory, select the cobbler's hammer, and use it on this set of crystals right here. Graham will use the cobbler's hammer to chip away at this crystal and take the crystal. This crystal will come into use later. You're all done here, so once you get the crystal, that's when you can leave. Be sure to get the crystal because once you leave this area and go back to the wolf, you won't be able to go back in there. So be sure to get it before you go. Go back to the wolf. The wolf will know that the Yeti has been dealt with. And you'll automatically follow Sir Grey Wolf back to Queen Isabella's throne. King Graham tells Queen Isabella that the Yeti is no longer a threat to her realm, and asks if he and Cedric are free to go. Queen Isabella keeps her end of the bargain, and she now knows about our mission to confront Mordak. Most likely she learned about it from Cedric. Queen Isabella lets the both of you go and wishes you luck on your journey to take on Mordak. Sir Grey Wolf acts as your escort again, this time to lead you out of the mountains. And after Queen Isabella lets Cedric out of the cage, and by making the cage disappear, Sir Grey Wolf escorts us out. And apparently you can go back if you need to. Just be sure to save your game before you go over to cave, just in case. Anyway, all we need to do now, since we have nothing else to do, is to go take this path to the east. And we don't go very far before this rock, this giant bird, carries Graham away and drops us off at the nest. As soon as you're at the nest, very quickly get to the menu and use the hand on that shining object that is right next to Graham. You will pick up a golden locket. You will definitely need this later. If you did not save the eagle, you will die on this very screen. You will not be able to go farther at all. But if you did, you get to continue your journey from here. You do lose the cloak, and you get dropped off at this beach here. So now we're in a completely different area, away from Serenia, that we've never seen before. But what perils await us here? Join me next time when we go through this beach and explore. Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!